Welcome back to our channel, World Coins History. As you knew that old is gold, but these rare Lincoln pennies coin that are most valuable than you think, don't spend one of them. You're lucky if you have one of these, so please watch complete video and find your treasure. Let's start this. Top 1. Alright, let's dive into the world of a coin that most people overlook but collectors can't stop chasing, the 1982 Lincoln cent. Now, listen carefully and don't blink, because what I'm about to share might just send you rushing to check your old penny jar. This is not just any ordinary coin. It's a coin that hides secrets, surprises, and serious value. So coin lovers, collectors, treasure hunters, stay with me right till the end, because the 1982 Lincoln penny is not only rare, it's also mysterious, and its uniqueness could make you the lucky owner of a small fortune. Back in 1982, something very unusual happened with the US 1-cent coin. The United States Mint made a major change that year, a shift in the metal composition of the penny. Before 1982, Lincoln cents were made of solid copper, but during that year, copper became more expensive. So the Mint quietly started producing pennies made of zinc with only a thin layer of copper on the surface. Here's where it gets exciting. Both types, solid copper and copper-coated zinc, were made that same year. And to make things even more interesting, there were also changes in the size and style of the date on the coin. That means we now have 7 different varieties of the 1982 Lincoln cent. Yes, 7 different kinds of pennies, all from the same year. Some are large date, some are small date, some are copper, and some are zinc. For a coin collector, this is a dream come true, because you never know which variety you might have, and some of them are extremely hard to find. And here's where the thrill really kicks in. One particular variety of the 1982 penny, the small date made from copper, wasn't even known to exist for years. When it was finally discovered, it shocked the collecting world and instantly became one of the rarest and most valuable Lincoln cents of modern times. Imagine owning a coin that experts didn't even know existed until one was found by accident. Collectors love coins with mystery, and this one's full of it. Even today, finding the 1982 small date copper penny is like hitting a gold mine for penny collectors. But that's not all. There are even rarer errors that happened during the transition. Some 1982 pennies have off-metal strikes, double dies, and wrong planchets. These are the kinds of minting mistakes that can make your coin skyrocket in value. Coins with strong doubling on the numbers or letters, those are collector gold, and errors like these don't come around often, but when they do, they can sell for shocking prices in auctions or private sales. Now if you're a collector or just starting out, here's something important to remember. You can test your 1982 pennies at home using a simple trick. Just drop it gently on a hard surface. If it makes a high-pitched sound, it's likely zinc. If it makes a duller, heavier sound, it might be solid copper. And if you really want to be sure, weigh the coin on a precise scale. Copper cents weigh about 3.11 grams, while zinc ones are around 2.5 grams. This one small step could help you uncover something truly rare hiding in your own home. So don't underestimate that little coin. It might be worth more than just 1 cent. Collectors everywhere are still hunting for these different versions of the 1982 penny, and the demand is stronger than ever because so many were used and circulated heavily. Finding one in pristine uncirculated condition is now becoming harder each year. Coins that are shiny, clean, and untouched by wear are especially valuable to collectors who want to preserve them for the future. Now, let's talk real numbers, because this is where things get exciting. A 1982 small date copper penny in top uncirculated condition was sold at auction for up to $12,000. Yes, you heard that right, $12,000. And that's just one example. Another collector paid over $15,000 for a rare mint-era 1982 penny with a double die that was in mint state condition. There have even been reports of coins sold in cities like Chicago and Dallas in private sales for over $8,000 and $10,000, depending on their condition and variety. That's the power of rarity and condition combined. So go check your pocket change, your piggy bank, your old jars, or that drawer full of junk coins you've been ignoring, because somewhere in that pile might be a hidden treasure waiting to change your story. Thank you so much for joining us in today's thrilling coin adventure. If this video gave you goosebumps or opened your eyes to the world of rare pennies, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and tap the bell so you don't miss our next big discovery. Top 2, we're talking about the 1980 Lincoln penny. the 1-cent coin that many people overlook, but you shouldn't, because it has some rare features and errors that could turn it into a valuable collector's dream. So don't go anywhere, stay with me till the end, because I'm going to show you exactly why this tiny coin could be your next big treasure. The year 1980 wasn't just another year for the US Mint. It was a moment of high production, fast minting, and lots of change across the country, and that's exactly what makes this penny so interesting for collectors today. Now this coin features the iconic profile of President Abraham Lincoln on the front, just like every other Lincoln cent since 1909. But here's what makes the 1980 penny worth a closer look. First off, it was one of the last years the Lincoln cent was made using 95% copper. That's right, after 1982, pennies were no longer made with that much copper, making these earlier ones not just collectible, but historically significant. The 1980 Lincoln cent is heavier, richer in color, and holds real copper value, which makes it even more desirable for collectors and investors alike. But here's where things get even more exciting. While most 1980 pennies are common, there are some with striking mint errors that make them super rare and highly valuable. Some of these coins were struck slightly off-center, while others have double dies, where part of the design appears doubled, especially in the date or the word liberty or in God we trust. There are even examples of pennies with die cracks, repunched mint marks, and other tiny variations that make them unique, and uniqueness is what collectors live for. Imagine holding a 1980 penny that has a visible doubling on the date or the mint mark. That's something that instantly grabs attention at coin shows and auctions. Even small differences can turn a regular coin into something that's chased by collectors all over the world. And here's a tip for you if you're a new collector or just starting to go through your old coins. Always use a magnifying glass when checking your 1980 pennies. Look closely at the lettering, the date, and the mint mark area. If you see doubling or any unusual bump in the metal, it could be a rare error coin. Also, pay close attention to the coin's condition. Coins that are bright, shiny, and have never been circulated can be worth much more than ones that are scratched or worn. Try to store your coins in a safe place. Use coin holders or flips to keep them from rubbing or getting damaged over time, and always wash your hands before handling them, because even a little bit of oil or dirt can ruin a perfect surface. Collectors today are searching more and more for early Lincoln cents in high-grade condition, and 1980 is a key year that still pops up in collections and coin rolls. Now let's talk about the real reason many of you are watching. What is this coin actually worth? In normal circulated condition, it's just a penny, yes, but when you find one with a rare error, or in perfect uncirculated condition, that's when things change. A 1980 Lincoln penny with a strong double die error sold for over $6,000 in an online auction. Another example of a coin with a rare off-center strike and bright mint red color sold for more than $4,000 in a private sale in California. And if you think that's rare, there was one sold in New York for nearly $8,000 because of a clear repunched mint mark and near-perfect condition. So, while most people walk past this coin every day without a second thought, you now know the truth. The 1980 Lincoln cent might just be your hidden gem. So what should you do next? Go through your old coin jars, check those boxes in your closet or drawers, ask your family if they have old rolls of pennies stashed away from the past, because you never know. Your very own 1980 penny could be one of the rare ones collectors are dreaming about. And if you find one, don't clean it, don't scratch it, just hold on to it carefully and get it checked by a trusted coin dealer or grader. Thank you so much for joining me today. Top 3. I'm going to share something that many collectors completely overlook, but if you're watching this right now, then you're already ahead of the game. We're diving into the world of the 1981 United States Lincoln penny, a coin that might be sitting quietly in your collection, hiding its true power, waiting to be discovered. Now don't blink, because this penny might look small and simple, but the secrets it holds, they're huge. Stay with me till the end, because we're about to uncover some serious value, mysterious mint errors, and rare features that could make this 1981 penny worth way more than you ever expected. So get ready, because this isn't just a coin, it's a story, it's a mystery, and it just might be your next big find. The year 1981 was an important time in American coinage history. It was one of the final years before the U.S. Mint changed the composition of the penny. These 1981 Lincoln cents were still made using 95% copper, and that's a big deal, because after 1982, The mint began making pennies mostly from zinc, and that change makes every copper penny before that a whole lot more valuable to serious collectors and investors. You can feel the difference just by holding it, the weight, the sound, the texture. It's real copper, real history, and real demand in the collecting world. Now here's where things start to get really exciting. There were actually multiple mint varieties of the 1981 penny, including one struck at Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Each mint mark tells a different story, and each one holds a different kind of value. And guess what? The 1981 proof coins made at the San Francisco Mint, they are some of the most beautifully struck pennies you'll ever see, with sharp details, mirrored finishes, and a limited number released only in special sets. Those coins are highly sought after by collectors who want nothing less than perfection. But wait, it gets better. Some 1981 pennies come with rare minting errors that instantly boost their value and demand. You've got double dies, where parts of the coin appear doubled, especially in the date and letters. There are off-center strikes, broad strikes, die cracks, and even repunched mint marks that make each one a one-of-a-kind discovery. And let me tell you something that every collector already knows. No two error coins are exactly the same. If you find a 1981 penny with a visible doubling on Liberty, or the date, or a coin that's clearly off-center or shows unusual marks near the edge, you might be holding something very special. Now here's something collectors should always remember. The value of your coin depends not only on the variety or the error, but also on the condition. A shiny, uncirculated 1981 penny with no scratches or wear is always going to sell for more than one that's been tossed around in pocket change. So if you're going through your collection, look for those bright red-colored coins with no spots or nicks, and if you're checking for errors, use a magnifying glass or a loupe to get a close look at the date, mint mark, and edge. Don't clean your coin. I repeat, never clean it. Collectors value originality and untouched surfaces, so keeping your coin just the way it is can protect its value. If you're lucky enough to find one of these rare 1981 pennies in high-grade condition or with a unique error, get it graded by a trusted coin grading service like PCGS or NGCA. Certified grade can skyrocket the value and make your coin a hot item at shows or auctions. Now let's talk about real-life numbers, because yes, these coins have been selling for real money. A 1981 Lincoln penny with a dramatic double die and red mint luster sold for more than $5,000 at an auction in Texas. Another one with a bold off-center strike and no visible damage was purchased by a private collector in New Jersey for over $3,000. Even a simple proof version in perfect condition from the San Francisco Mint sold for around $2,500 at a Florida coin show. That's the kind of value we're talking about here. So what might look like a simple copper coin in your drawer could actually be a treasure waiting to be discovered. Go check your change jars, your old rolls of pennies, or that dusty box of coins sitting on a shelf in your closet. Ask your parents or grandparents if they have old coins tucked away. You never know what's hiding in those family stashes. And if you find a 1981 penny, especially one in great condition or with a strange error, don't rush to spend it. You might be holding something truly valuable in your hand. Top 4. We're unlocking the hidden story of a coin that might just be sitting in your pocket right now. The 1973 Lincoln cent. This isn't just a 1-cent piece. This little coin could be holding surprises, secrets, and serious value that most people don't even know about. So, if you're a collector, or even just a curious finder, listen closely, because what I'm about to share might change the way you look at your change forever. The 1973 penny was struck at a time when coin still had true weight and substance. It was made of 95% copper, and you can actually feel the difference when you hold it in your hand. It's heavier, richer in tone, and has that deep, warm copper glow that collectors absolutely love. But here's the real thrill. Some of these 1973 pennies come with rare mint errors and varieties that can make them worth hundreds, or even thousands of dollars. Yes, you heard that right. This one little coin could be your unexpected treasure. Now, some of the most exciting discoveries from 1973 are double die errors. This means the coin was struck with a slightly misaligned die, creating a bold, visible doubling, especially on the date, the word Liberty, and even, In God We Trust. These kinds of errors are a collector's dream, and they stand out immediately when you spot them. There are also off-center strike errors, where the coin's image is shifted to one side, leaving part of the design missing and part of the blank planchet visible. These are eye-catching, unique, and every single one is different, which makes them incredibly valuable to collectors who want one-of-a-kind pieces. And don't forget about clipped planchets or coins struck on the wrong metal planchets. These are even more rare, and the thrill of finding one is just unbelievable. So, what should you do if you've got a few 1973 pennies lying around? First, grab a magnifying glass or a loupe, and take a close look at the details. Check the date, the edges, and the lettering. Look for anything unusual, like doubling, misalignment, or strange shapes along the rim. Also, weigh your coin, because the standard copper 1973 penny should weigh around 3.11 grams. If yours is off that weight, it could be struck on the wrong planchet, which instantly makes it more valuable. Collectors, let me give you a very important tip: do not clean your coin. Even if it looks dirty, resist the urge to shine it up. Cleaning can damage the surface and destroy its value. Serious collectors want coins in their natural, original state. If your 1973 penny looks bright, clean, and untouched by circulation, that's a big bonus. Coins in uncirculated or mint state condition, especially with errors, can skyrocket in value. And just so you know, we're not just dreaming here, let's talk real sales. A stunning 1973 double-die penny sold for over $4,000 in a Texas auction. Another 1973 penny with a dramatic off-center strike was bought in California for $2,800, and one uncirculated coin with deep red luster brought in more than $1,500 in New York City. So, don't ever overlook these coins, because the 1973 Lincoln cent might just be one of those small treasures hiding in plain sight. Go check your change jars, your family's old coin boxes, or even rolls of pennies you've had sitting around for years. You could be holding something incredibly rare, something valuable, something that other collectors would love to get their hands on. Top 5, and last rare coin. We're diving into a coin that holds more than just history. It holds mystery, uniqueness, and hidden value that most people completely overlook. We're talking about the 1976 Lincoln cent, a 1-cent coin that could turn out to be one of the most thrilling finds in your entire collection. Now I know what you're thinking: how can a 1976 penny, just a simple little copper coin, be worth more than its face value? But let me tell you something, the world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and this coin right here is one of those treasures that might be sitting quietly in your pocket change or stored away in an old jar, just waiting to be discovered. The 1976 Lincoln cent was minted during the United States bicentennial year, which already makes it special in the hearts of many collectors. Even though the Lincoln penny design wasn't changed like the quarter or half dollar that year, the coins from this time still carry deep symbolic value. It's a celebration of 200 years of American history and liberty, all in the palm of your hand. Now here's where things get truly exciting. Some of these 1976 pennies have rare minting errors that take their value to a whole different level. Imagine finding a coin that was struck off-center, showing part of the blank planchet, or one with a die clash, where you can actually see the imprint of design elements that were never meant to be there. These are collector dreams, and when found in good condition, they can sell for way more than you ever imagined. There are also double die errors out there, where the date, or the lettering like, "In God We Trust," or "Liberty," shows bold doubling that jumps out even with the naked eye. These doubled features make a coin stand out instantly, and collectors will pay top dollar for one that's sharp, clean, and well preserved. Some 1976 cents even show signs of being struck on foreign planchets, giving them an odd weight, strange tone, or different surface look. These types of errors are extremely rare and often end up sold in coin shows or online auctions for incredible amounts of money. Now let's talk to the collectors who are watching this right now. You guys are always hunting for that one coin that makes your heart race, right? Well, here's your chance. If you've got rolls of old pennies lying around, it's time to dig in. Grab a magnifying glass, start checking those dates, and inspect every single coin from 1976 closely. Pay special attention to the weight too. A genuine 1976 copper penny should weigh about 3.11 grams. If you find one that's significantly lighter or heavier, that's a strong clue you might be holding a rare planchet error. And if your coin looks extra red and shiny, showing no signs of wear, then you might just have a mint state coin in your hands, and collectors love those. A collector in Florida recently sold a 1976 penny with a bold double die error for over $1,700, and another in Arizona sold an off-center strike for $850, all because they took the time to look closely, and knew what signs to search for. So if you find one that looks unusual, or even one that seems perfect and untouched by circulation, don't let it go. Protect it, get it graded, and get it listed, because these coins are in high demand, and they're becoming harder to find as time goes on. These aren't just coins, they're tiny pieces of American heritage, and when you hold one, especially with a unique error, you're holding a piece of history that tells its own story, a story filled with value and fascination. Always remember, never clean your coin. Even if it looks dirty or aged, that original surface matters to collectors and graders. Let your coin tell its story the way it was meant to, with every little scratch or tone speaking to its journey through time. And now the moment we've all been waiting for: what's the real price a 1976 penny can sell for? Well, if you've got a rare error like a strong double die, a clipped planchet, or one in mint condition, you're looking at a coin that can sell anywhere from $600 to over $2,400, depending on condition and demand. One such coin sold in Chicago recently for over $2,000, and another from a small-town shop in Pennsylvania made headlines after it sold for more than $1,500. This is your moment, collectors. Go check your old coin jars, your drawers, your pocket change. The next rare and valuable coin could be right there waiting for you to notice it. Thanks so much for watching and joining us in this exciting adventure into the world of coins. If you loved what you heard, if you learned something new, or even just enjoyed the thrill of the hunt, hit that like button, drop us a comment below telling us what coins you found recently, and subscribe so you never miss another rare coin story. Let's keep discovering together, because sometimes, the smallest coin can hold the biggest surprise.